All right. The P41, the Quacker. That's Mark Mead and Russell Mead out of Astoria, Oregon. You saw Mark driving earlier. Russell's driving this time. The P20, that's Todd Cragen out of Kirkland, Washington. California girls. Some guy out of Tacoma. Mark Curtis. Phillip is his rider. Great guys. Put on a great show. Mark Curtis, California girls. That is Quacker. Todd Cragen in the 20. All right, large vintage is up next. Hopefully we got everybody that is out there. I don't think that the copycat's going to run, but they may have changed their mind on that. Got a number of issues, and probably the biggest is balance and propeller. So Mark Curtis coming around here, cutting the course, checking up. All right, here comes Quacker. Todd Cragen coming across now. Going to cut the course and try and get in a better position as far as the start for the race. These are race motors. These things aren't made to sit and idle along. They don't like that. They load up. They do funny things. They like to be driven hard. And all three of these gentlemen will do that when they get ready. All right, 1 minute. And if you're wondering about the flags, when they call a countdown, it goes green. It is green until 1 minute. It goes white. When the heat starts, when they cross the start-finish line, when the clock goes to 0, it goes back to green. When they have run their either first 2 laps or 3 laps, depending on inboard or outboard, you will get a white flag again. That means 1 to go. When they cross the finish line, they get a checkered flag, and normally right after that there will be a black flag that starts to be displayed, which means return to the pits as soon as reasonable and under reduced speed after your heat is over. If you see a red flag, that means stop. If you see just a black flag, that means go to the pits. Mark Curtis, Russell Mead, Todd Cragen. I talked to Todd earlier today. He said he's going to go out and have fun. He's not out here to set records, win championships, or anything else, just to have fun. I think he said it was the early 2000s. He won a national championship, got in the Hall of Champions. Cost him about $75,000 for the year. Said, I've done that. I've been there. Don't need to do it again. So he's out having fun. All right, Mark's waiting for him. Here they go. That's what you call a show, because they'll all go faster. They're using a little common sense, having some fun. I'm sure Mark has everybody covered if he decides to. I love the cat and mouse. It's great. Mark Curtis, Todd Cregan, Russell Meade. Yeah, they got a little bit of roller there. That just gets your attention. All right, here comes Mark again. You see what I mean? Todd's out there having fun with the 20. Mark's probably looking for that Western Divisionals. I've been asked a number of times, would you go for a ride in a Cracker Box? And absolutely not. Would you drive one? I'd think about it, but probably not. And they want to know why I wouldn't go for a ride. Well, we don't need two idiots out there together. Because the guy driving is really smarter than I am, man. And that's never a good thing. But I always tell them, you got to have a little bit of a screw loose to ride with somebody that'll drive one of those. I love watching them, but I'm not riding in them. Here they come. All right. That's what makes the Cracker Boxes fun. They go every which way, preferably not upside down. You can only imagine a field of 6 or 8 of those out there. Total lunacy, total fun, mayhem, all rolled into one. Just a great thing to watch. So, nice job out there. Like I said, I know Russell and Mark Meade, they're just really learning. They got that boat, and they've been running it this year. Cragans haven't been out a lot, and like Todd said, I'm out to have fun. Trying to get them in contact with a guy that's got a 5-liter that their dad was involved with many, many years ago. Hopefully we can do that one of these days. Mark Curtis, consummate racer. Going to go out, put his foot in it, and go full tilt boogie. Going to come down here and make the hard right as he goes into the pits. Just motion to Russell for something. Russell's trailer must be in closer. All right, the vintage are in the water and sounds like they're ready to go. So here comes your count.